guys to my YouTube channel. Today we will be making an okra soup. I've been craving for okra all day, so we'll be making okra tonight. I have a dry fish, stockfish, goat meat. Goat meat was boiled for 30 minutes. I have Pomo Cow skin. I have smoked turkey, chopped okra, stock, Ogbonno, 2 tablespoons of Ogbonno, Scotch bonnet peppers, crayfish, 1 tablespoon of salt, knorr for seasoning. I also have my red oil. I'll be using a little bit of Ogbonno because you can't really trust the okra you have around here. Sometimes they're not really slimy, so I'm going to mix it with a little bit of Ogbonno. I'm going to start by frying my Ogbonno. I'm going to heat my red oil up. When it's fried, then I'm going to turn my Ogbonno into it. Waiting for it to fry. Now my oil has heated up. I'm going to turn my Ogbonno in. I have 2 tablespoons of Ogbonno here. This is the best Ogbonno you can find in town. Igala Ogbonno. I'm going to keep stirring it for about a minute. I'm going to keep stirring. So that everything dissolves. After stirring for about a minute, I'm going to turn my stock in. Rinse out the bowl with a little bit more water. I'm going to turn it. Put my salt in. And I'm also going to put my knorr cube in. So I'm going to let it keep cooking for about 5 minutes. While it's cooking, I'm going to blend my Scotch bonnet pepper and my crayfish together. So I'm just going to let it cook for about 5 minutes. Now I'm going to blend my Scotch bonnet pepper and my crayfish. I have some water, like half a cup of water in the blender. I'm going to turn my crayfish in. I'm going to turn my Scotch bonnet pepper in, and I'm going to blend it together. Now I have my blended pepper and crayfish. I'm going to turn it into the Ogbonno after boiling the Ogbonno for 5 minutes. So I'm going to let it boil together. Before then, I'm going to rinse out my blender with a little bit of water. Turn it inside. Now that I have my pepper and crayfish in the pot, the first thing I'm going to put in will be my smoked turkey, because it was dried, so I want it to steam a little bit with the Ogbonno. I'm also going to turn my dry fish in because it's dry, so that it can cook a little bit before we turn in the goat meat and cow skin, which is already cooked. So I'm going to let it cook for about 10 minutes. Okay, so let's see how that comes out. After boiling for 10 minutes, I'm going to turn my stockfish in. I'm going to turn my cow skin, known as Pomo, in. I'm also going to turn my boiled goat meat in. I'm going to stir it together. I'm going to stir it together and let it cook for another 5 minutes before I turn the okra in. The okra is going to be the last thing I'm going to turn in, because I would like it to maintain its freshness and its nutrients. Okay, so now we're going to let it boil for another 5 minutes before we come back to it. Now after boiling for 5 minutes, we're going to stir before we turn the okra in. This is what it looks like. Wow, this is coming out real good. This soup looks so rich and delicious right now. Now I'm going to turn my okra in and let it just boil for about 2 minutes, because I don't like to cook my okra for too long, and it will be ready. I'm going to stir it. Now I'm stirring it together. After stirring, I'm going to let it cook for 2 minutes. Sometimes I put veggies in it, sometimes I put spinach, sometimes I put a little bit of bitter leaf, and sometimes I just cook it like this if I just feel like okra. And this is what I'm doing today. No spinach, no veggies except okra. Okay, so now I'm going to cook for 2 minutes. Now after cooking for 2 minutes, this is what our okra looks like. It came out so perfect. So perfect. Now I'm going to dish some in the dish so we can all see what it looks like. This is what I'll be having tonight for dinner. I'm going to turn the stove off to avoid overcooking. Okay, now I'm going to dish some out for dinner. I'll be serving this with pounded yam tonight. Okay. Okra soup is ready. I'll be serving the okra with pounded yam. I already have my pounded yam. I pounded it with my KitchenAid mixer. My hand is already washed because I'm going to eat with my hands. Let me taste it and tell you what it tastes like. This is how we eat with our hands. This is the best okra soup I have ever made. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. I'm going to leave the list of my ingredients at the bottom of this video. Please do try it and let me know what you think. Please don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. You can also find me on Instagram, Nenelicious123. I hope you all have a great night until I come across you all again.